Shannon Heath, director of Lafayette Ballet Theatre, is with us now to discuss details on this year's shows that are happening next month. Shannon, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, the Nutcracker, it's a tradition in many cities and definitely here in Acadiana for a lot of families to see a production, wherever that may be, of the Nutcracker. Tell us about the Lafayette Ballet Theatre's production of the Nutcracker.
This is actually our 22nd year performing this holiday classic, so it has become a tradition in Acadiana, and like you said, it's almost a tradition in every city. All cities just enjoy celebrating the holiday season, and the Nutcracker is not only a perfect introduction to the holiday season, but also to children in the arts, in the performing arts. It's the perfect ballet to bring a young student to the performance because she or he will enjoy it and also will be able to follow it so easily. So it's a great introduction to the performing arts.
And let's talk about the dancers who will actually be putting on the show, performing for us. I mean, you guys have dancers from all over Acadiana, is that right?
That's right. We have 150.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's a large cast, so 150 local artists and local students. And then we have stars from the Pacific Northwest Ballet. We actually have two of their strongest principal dancers that opened the show in Seattle, Washington for Pacific Northwest Ballet. We have their two stars joining us. So that's a huge privilege. And then this year we also have a dancer from Miami City Ballet who'll be joining us to perform the role of Dewdrop. So it's artists that you would not see unless you traveled all the way to Seattle, Washington, and it's also the local stars that you will just enjoy so much and support.
And I'm really curious how much work goes into putting on a show like this. I mean, I know it's a huge deal and it's got to be a lot of work. When do you guys start rehearsing for the Nutcracker? Okay,
well, we have auditions, and the young students learn how to audition. And so we have auditions after Labor Day, and then the cast is selected, and we begin at the end of September rehearsing every single weekend. And so it begins at the end of September, and then obviously it culminates to that performance in the top of December, but it's a pretty long process. And the students have the opportunity to perform different roles. Like usually the dancers that are, say, in the party scene, they were angels the year before, they were soldiers. So they learn the rankings, and they also develop with each and every different role. It's an opportunity to really train an artist. And the introduction to Tchaikovsky's score, it's very difficult for young people. So it's an opportunity at that point, too, to develop them. And it even teaches math. Music teaches math. So it's just such a great development for children.
What a special thing to see the Lafayette Ballet Theatre's production of the Nutcracker. That'll be December 10th and 11th. How can we get our tickets for the show?
You can go to Lafayette Ballet Theatre's website and Ticketmaster. My favorite is Hyman Center.
And before we go, I do want to talk about the Nutcracker fundraiser. What's going to be auctioned off for the fundraiser?
Okay, well, that's a very, very unique fundraiser. It is one-of-a-kind painted nutcrackers. They're wooden nutcrackers about 2 feet tall, and the artist in Acadiana, and there's about 20 artists from throughout that offered to donate their time and their creativity. So you're talking about one-of-a-kind beautiful nutcrackers from Kelly Kaufman and Heidi Duran and Missy Cannon and artists from all across Acadiana. So there's a one-of-a-kind nutcracker that they've painted, and we auction them off, and the proceeds all benefit Lafayette Ballet Theatre artists.
And one more time, remind us of the website where we can get our tickets for the Nutcracker.
LafayetteBalletTheatre.org, and of course Ticketmaster.com.
There we go, LafayetteBalletTheatre.org, or you can get your tickets on Ticketmaster for the Nutcracker December 10th and 11th.